Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Paulson Stadium at McLean County High School in Calhoun, Kentucky. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we are excited to be bringing you live Week 8 action between your McLean County Cougars and the visiting Rebels of Todd County Central. As you may have noticed by now, we are on air a little bit earlier tonight, and that is because we have so much going on here at MCHS. But before we get going, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Heath Hicks. Alongside me is cowbell savant Aaron Ring. Say hello, Aaron.
Hello, Cougar fans.
Also with us is producer Caleb Johnson, who will also be doing some commentating tonight. Brody Barron, who is on camera, who will be behind the microphone as well. And then we have some technological support from Nate Carlock and Corbin Case. So, to begin the night, tonight is homecoming here at MCHS. And if you've noticed, we are without one of our mainstays here with the McLean County Sports Network in Trey Englehart, who is actually representing the junior class tonight in the homecoming court. So congratulations to Trey and good luck. So they are getting going with homecoming. And first up here is screwing up on my cell phone.
That is Caleb Level and Abigail Humphrey, I believe.
Yes.
Of the freshman class.
Yes, Caleb Level and Abigail Humphrey. Abigail is the daughter of Ricky Humphrey, soccer coach here at McLean County High School. And Caleb is actually my cousin down the line a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Abigail is the daughter of Ricky and Angela Humphrey. She's a member of FCCLA and Beta Club. Her hobbies include soccer, eating, and sleeping. Caleb is the son of Mandy and Nathan Ward and Shannon and Becky Level. He is a member of Beta Club and FFA, and his hobbies include hunting, riding four-wheelers, going to church, and spending time with friends and family. Next up, we have Faith Leachman and Bryce Durbin. Faith is the daughter of Tina Leachman and the late Brian Leachman. She is a member of FBLA, Pep Club, and Beta Club. Her hobbies include cheering, and that's about it. Bryce is the son of Sine and Justin Durbin. He is a member of Beta Club, and his hobbies include playing Xbox and basketball with friends. Next up, our last freshmen of the night are Charlie Beth Wright and Daniel Taylor. Charlie Beth is the daughter of John and Tana Wright. She is a member of FCCLA and Beta, and her hobbies include being with friends and family, swimming, shopping, and watching Netflix and UK basketball. Daniel is the son of Gretchen and Tom Taylor. He is a member of Beta Club and Art Club. His hobbies include drawing, listening to music, playing the guitar, and being in band.
Representing the sophomore class is Bastion and Logan Johnson.
Representing the sophomore class is Alex Baston and Logan Johnson. Alex is the daughter of Michael Baston and Jessica Darty. She's a member of Beta Club and FBLA. Her hobbies include hanging out with friends, watching Riverdale and Grey's Anatomy, and playing volleyball. Alex's future plans include attending the University of Louisville and studying sports medicine. Logan is the son of Troy and Michelle Johnson. Logan is a member of FFA. His hobbies include hunting, fishing, working, and playing basketball. His future plans include graduating high school, attending Kentucky Welding Institute, and becoming a pipeline welder. He's actually a cousin of mine.
Also representing the sophomore class is Isabella De La Cruz and Brady Dane.
Also representing the sophomore class is Isabella De La Cruz and Brady Dane. Isabella, the daughter of Amy and Joe Upchurch. She's a member of Pep Club, Beta Club, and FBLA. Her hobbies include cheering. Her future plans include graduating college, becoming a nurse practitioner, and getting married and having kids. Brady is the son of Sean Dame and Leisha Garrett. Brady is a member of FBLA, FFA, and Pep Club. His hobbies include playing basketball, hanging out with friends, and eating. His future plans include getting a sports scholarship and graduating college. Also representing the sophomore class, Bailey Walker and Garrett Burden. Bailey is the daughter of Candace and Corey Walker. She's a member of Beta Club and Pep Club. Bailey's hobbies include playing basketball, running track, hanging with friends, and reading. Her future plans include graduating high school, attending college, and pursuing a career in sports therapy.
Garrett is the son of Mike and Shelley Burden. He is a member of FFA and Pep Club. His hobbies include hunting, fishing, working, baseball, and basketball. Future plans
Also
include
representing
graduating high school, going to college at Western
Garrett is the son of Mike and Shelley Burden. He's a member of FFA and Pep Club. Garrett's hobbies include hunting, fishing, working, baseball, and basketball. His future plans include graduating from high school, going to college at Western Kentucky University, and pursuing a degree in electrical engineering.
Allison is the daughter of Becky Levin.
All right, next up for the junior class, we have Allison Baxley and Jacob Clark. Allison is the daughter of Becky Level and Brian Baxley. She is the vice president of FCCLA. She is a secretary of Beta Club and a member of the prom committee. Allison's hobbies include varsity volleyball and planning events for FCCLA. Allison's future plans include attending the University of Kentucky and becoming a pediatrician. Jacob is the son of Houston and Jenny Clark. He is a member of the Pep Club, FFA, and Beta Club. His hobbies include basketball, baseball, and beating his dad in golf. Jacob's future plans include obtaining a degree in engineering.
Also representing the junior class is
Next up for the junior class,
Molly Logston and Trey Englehart.
we have three people.
Molly is the daughter of
We have Rebecca Ann Jones, Molly Logston, and our own Trey Englehart. Molly is the daughter of PJ and Shara Logston. She is an officer in FCCLA, FFA, Beta Club, Pep Club, and a member of the prom committee. Her hobbies include hanging out with her sister and her brothers, watching American Horror Stories every Wednesday with her friends, and showing Swan with when her parents make her. Her future plans include attending Western Kentucky University, getting a degree in elementary education, and agronomy, getting married to a rich guy, and having a lot of kids. Rebecca is the daughter of Charlotte and Jesse Jones. She is a member of the art club. Her hobbies include reading, writing, drawing, and track. Her future plans include going to college and majoring in something where she can make the world a better place.
Wow.
Trey, our own Trey, is the son of Robert and Sarah Englehart. He is the vice president of FBLA, Beta Club, and he's a member and play-by-play commentator for the McLean County Sports Network. His hobbies include basketball and video games. His future plans include going to college and the near future going to Florida, which he is leaving for right after homecoming tonight.
She is a member of the art club. Hobbies include playing with her dog Lucy, hanging out with friends, and watching Netflix. Future plans include attending college.
Representing the senior class, Mara Deaton and Tristan Reinerson. Mara is the daughter of Jennifer and Michael Deaton. She's a member of Art Club. Her hobbies include playing with her dog Lucy, hanging out with friends, and watching Netflix. Her future plans include attending college to become a veterinarian. Tristan is the son of Edward Reinerson and Amanda Cecil. He is a member of the Underwater Basket Weaving Club, Ferret Farmers of America, and founder of the Mike Wazowski Appreciation Club and band. His hobbies include talking to Hackett, eating cereal with Hackett, chillaxing with his broski, Mr. Roo, bird watching, and mentioning Hackett in conversation. His future plans include enjoying a delicious bowl of original Captain Crunch cereal instead of peanut butter. I'm actually a fan of the peanut butter. That's my favorite.
That's a good call. Always a good call.
Also representing the senior class, Cassidy Ashton and Sam Bennett. Cassidy is the daughter of Michael Hoagland and Chip Hoagland. She is a member of the art club, Michelle Hoagland, Beta Club, Fellowship of Christian Students, and prom committee. Her hobbies include playing volleyball, drawing, doing volunteer work for Beta Club hours, hanging out with friends, attending youth group services at Buck Creek Baptist Church, and loving God. Her future plans include attending Western Kentucky University, earning a bachelor's degree in nursing, starting a career with the medical field, and finally marrying Logan Dale Case. Sam is the son of Sarah Back. He is a member of 4-H and FFA. His hobbies include working on the farm, showing pics, and spending time with friends. His future plans include attending the University of Kentucky or Murray State University to obtain a degree in ag business or ag economics. Also representing the senior class, Alexia Thomas and Cameron Hudson. Alexia is the daughter of Shauna Thomas. Alexia is a member of Pep Club. Her hobbies include hanging with friends, shopping, cheer, and soccer. Her future plans include graduating from college and pursuing a career in nursing. Cameron is the son of Shannon Hudson and Denise Kirby. He is a member of Beta Club. His hobbies include dirt bike racing and playing my PC on leisure opportunities. His future plans include attending Cornell University or the University of Kentucky to obtain a degree in astrophysics.
It's quite some future plans. Cornell, that's Ivy League.
Yeah.
I like the high hopes. I dig it. All right, so right now we have
17 football homecoming queen of your 2018 Miss McLean County, Hallie Hudson.
We're going to wait just a moment. We have the 2018 homecoming queen, or the 2017 homecoming queen, Hallie Hudson, coming onto the field, and she will be presenting the awards for second runner-up, first runner-up, and your king and queen 2018 football homecoming.
Presenting the second runner-up award is Mark Searcy, the McLean County High School athletic director. And this year's second runner-up is Mara Deaton and Sam Bennett.
So McLean County High School Athletic Director Mark Searcy is onto the field, and he is presenting Mara Deaton and Sam Bennett with second runner-up honors. Congratulations to Sam and Mara.
The first runner-up award is Tara Howard, principal at McLean County High School. And this year's first runner-up is Cassidy Ashton and Cameron Hudson.
Now walking onto the field is Miss Tara Howard, principal of McLean County High School, and she's presenting first runner-up awards to Cassidy Ashton and Cameron Hudson. Congratulations, Cassidy and Cameron.
And presenting the Homecoming King and Homecoming Queen Awards is Mr. Tommy Burrow, Superintendent of McLean County Schools. Your 2018 Homecoming Queen and Homecoming King is Alexia Thomas and Tristan Ryerson.
And there you have it, folks. Superintendent Tommy Burrow is on the field, and he is now presenting your 2018 football homecoming king and queen to TJ Ryerson and Lexi Thomas. Congratulations, TJ and Lexi. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for some pregame action with you as we lead up to our 7 o'clock kickoff here at Paulson Stadium at McLean County High School. All right, folks, and we are back. The Cougars are in the inflatable helmet, about to make their entrance to the game. We got the captains on the sideline, about to go up for the coin toss. Looking down right now, it looks like we have number 14 senior Noah Baldwin, number 58 Dalton Eubanks, number 34 junior Peyton Caraway, and number 66 Noah Knight, who will be representing McLean County at the coin toss as they go out and meet the Todd Central Rebels. And as soon as that happens, we will let you know if we'll be kicking or receiving. As you can see, and you can hear our PA announcer going on in the background, tonight is the 500th game, 500th football game in the McLean County High School football program, which is pretty significant. When you say it's a pretty big deal. Now in the days of consolidation, you know, a lot of teams don't reach that half-century milestone, so that's really big deal. Reaching 500 games. First game was played in 1973, the same year that the school opened up, and Hall of Fame legendary coach Bill Scott helmed the Cougars' inaugural season there in the fall of '73, and brings us all the way here to 2018. So it's a pretty awesome accomplishment. You'll also notice, looking at the field, there are pink ribbons and different yardage markers painted in pink tonight, and that's because tonight is a pink out night, as and it's for breast cancer awareness, as we support those who are battling
breast cancer?
Breast cancer, yeah. Who are battling breast cancer, and supporting those families who have had hardships and difficulties, and remembering those loved ones that we have lost. So the toss has been completed, and it looks like your McLean County Cougars will be receiving the kickoff here momentarily, as we're about a minute and 40 seconds away from getting this thing going here at Paulson Stadium, and we're starting to get fired up a little bit. We're a little bit out of our element tonight, starting a little early, but we're going to go through some keys to the game. Todd County comes into this game 4-2. Your Cougars are 3-3. Last season, the Cougars won this matchup down in Elkton, 22-0, and highlighted in that game were current Cougars Peyton Caraway, who ran the ball 7 times for 43 yards and had 14 tackles. It's a big number on the defensive side of the ball. And Noah Baldwin, who ran the ball 11 times for 53 yards in that 22-0 win. Aaron, let's talk about Cougar keys to the game real quick. Number one, we have reestablished the run. You know, we've kind of gotten hung up a little bit in our rushing attack over the last couple of weeks, particularly last week, as we went from averaging about 300 yards per game. We're only able to run for 162 yards last week, so we're going to have to get back to running the ball and being strong on the ground if we're gonna get back on a run here.
Agreed. Now the Cougars must be dominant rushing attack and control the ball.
Controlling the ball and sustaining drives will be key for this offense. It's key for the offense. In the past, it's all about ball control and really wearing down defenses. Number two on our Cougars' key to the game is limit Mims. Jaquavian Mims, number 4 running back for Todd County Central, has been a beast this year. The 5'8", 180-pound senior running back has carried the ball 76 times for 655 yards so far. That's 131 yards per game and 4 touchdowns.
Wow.
Those are big statistics. Those are big numbers for their lead rusher, and we're going to have to do a good job of limiting Mims if we're going to have success tonight. Number 3, we have to make big plays. I think looking at it over the last couple of weeks, particularly last week against Catholic, we weren't able to get out and make big yardage plays for the most part. Matthew Miller had an outstanding touchdown catch, but that was it when you're talking about runs or plays of 20 yards or more. So I think we're going to have to get the ball to our playmakers, Peyton Caraway, Noah Baldwin, Landon Capps, in space and let them create and make something happen in the form of momentum building big plays.
Yep.
But with that, we have four more keys we'll talk about later. But the kick is away, and this game is off as Noah Baldwin fields the ball at about the 15-yard line. He's running middle, and he is tackled just past the 35-yard line, right around the 37, setting up good field position for McLean County here as we start this Week 8 matchup between your Cougars and the visiting Rebels of Todd County Central.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start.
Yeah, Baldwin picked it up. It's kind of a squib kick towards the right hash mark. He picked it up on the run and looked like he had a shot to break it, had a head of steam, and was just grabbed right there before he could break it off. As A.J. Klein leads the offense out and settles under center. Baldwin goes in motion right, and the give is to Jacob Miller, big number 3, running right, and he gets out just shy of the 40-yard line. Short gain there, and we are underway. Jacob Miller, he's actually the number 4 Cougar key to the game that we have written down. It says bring back Miller time. Miller rushed he's rushed for just 125 yards in the last 3 games after running for 282 in the first 3 games. So it'll be big if we can establish that run to our big fullback as Noah Baldwin gets the ball running out right. He has some room. He gets around the edge and out past the 45-yard line to about the 46. It's going to set up a 3rd and about 3 for your Cougars.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to implement Jacob Miller more. I don't know if it's that he hasn't been getting the ball enough or if the other teams are just getting wise about how good he actually is.
Yeah, I mean, he was a beast for us early on. And he had one big run last week against Catholic, but he's kind of been limited thus far. As Peyton Caraway gets the ball running left, gets the first down, and absolutely trucks the defensive back out of around the 45-yard line and is pushed out of bounds at that time. But that'll be a Cougar first down and an outstanding run by junior running back Peyton Caraway.
We're having a good start to this game. So best start in past two games?
Past couple, especially last week.
Yeah.
Last week against Owensboro Catholic, our first few drives, we really struggled moving the ball. We had 2 3-and-outs there in the first quarter and let them really establish themselves and take the momentum early as Peyton Caraway. Oh, the ball is on the ground, but it looks like
it was recovered.
It looks like Carlos Zuniga, our big center, jumps on that one. Or no, that's Zarek Wedding, I'm sorry. Was able to recover that ball. Peyton Caraway took the ball in the end around and looked like it was going to be a reverse back to Landon Capps, but the exchange was dropped and the Cougars lose about 7 yards on that, bringing up 2nd and long. Klein under center. Takes a snap and the give. Nope, it is a play action pass, and he has Noah Baldwin wide open. Lays it in there perfectly. Baldwin fighting to get to the goal line, and he is pushed out of bounds right about the 1-yard line. Nice play action pass there by A.J. Klein. Pass was right on the money. Noah Baldwin pulled it in, and that is a big gain of about 46 yards on our first pass attempt tonight, and that brings us to the 5th.
To the 5th Cougar key of the game. Chuck it a little.
Chuck it a little. Last week, A.J. Klein threw the ball 9 times, completed 6 of those passes for 91 yards. 91 yards and a touchdown. And, you don't have to throw it a lot, but just a little bit. Show them that, get a few players out of the box. Here we go on a goal line set. The give is to Jacob Miller running left. He is fighting. He is pushing. Did he break the goal line? There's no signal from the officials. And it looks like he did not get into the end zone, so it'll bring up 2nd and inches to goal
Miller on the run for the Cougars.
as the Cougars try to break that plane and get into the end zone.
And I've been saying we need to pass for about the past few games, and
A.J. Klein there got up under center quickly. He's trying to sneak for the touchdown, and he's got it. There it is. Smart play by the senior quarterback, A.J. Klein, to get up on the line, get under center really quick, snap it while the defense was on their heels, and he gets in for 6 points in the Cougars' first strike first tonight.
great way to start the game.
Quarterback A.J. Klein with the touchdown run for the Cougars.
Very nice drive for the Cougars to start this one. A.J. Klein very instrumental in that drive with the long pass play, approximately 46 yards, as the Cougars are going for it with Landon Capps, and he is able to tiptoe into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that puts your Cougars up 8-0 here with 8:50 to go in the first quarter at Paulson Stadium. And with that,
I do believe there was a flag on the play.
Was there a flag on the play? It looks like there was. Okay, with all the hoopla and the fireworks going out, we missed that. There was a flag on the play, and we will be replaying this point after try, as they're going to bring both the Cougars and the Rebels back onto the field. But as we were saying, Klein very instrumental in that first drive for the Cougars, connected with Baldwin on the long passing play, and then a heady play by the senior quarterback to get up on the line, that 2nd and inches situation, and sneak it in for the touchdown. As now the Cougars look to be lining up for the extra point versus a 2-point conversion, as Edgar Rodriguez, highly efficient Edgar Rodriguez, is on to kick this PAT. Snap, hold, kick. And it is no good. Wide right.
An extra point attempt is no good.
There was no good motion on there. I thought it was an illegal shift call. I didn't see another flag. But anyway, with that, we're going to take a quick break as your Cougars lead 6-0 here early at Paulson Stadium. And with that, we're going to get to our first sponsor, Nimco. Located in Calhoun, Kentucky, is a local supplier of T-shirts and banners with guaranteed low prices and friendly customer service. We guarantee we will meet or beat anyone else's prices for T-shirts and banners, or give you a free gift if we can't. Nimco in Calhoun, Kentucky. We'll be right back. All right, folks, and we're back, as it looks like Armando Rodriguez is on and kicks a swib kick out to about the 33-yard line as Todd County picks it up, running left, and gets out to about the 44. So the Rebels will take over in good field position for their first drive of the game. As mentioned earlier, Todd County's Jaquavion Mims is most definitely their best asset on the offensive side of the ball. Senior running back, 76 rushes this season for 655 yards. He is number 4, and the give is up the middle, not to 4, but rather to number 68. Was that 68 or 28? 28, Jaquan Graham. I'm sorry. Struggling to see the numbers a little bit. And Graham has been very good for Todd County so far this year. He's rushed 54 times for 325 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's Todd County. Now the give is to Mims, running left, and he gets out close to the first down marker across the 50-yard line. May have been just short, judging by the spot, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Todd County Central. Number 3 quarterback Nolan Bryce runs back onto the field and settles under center. I formation for Todd County, one receiver both ways. Bryce, the give is middle to Graham, and he gets out across the 45-yard line to pick up the first down for the Rebels. So early on here, Aaron, we're seeing Todd County come out and run the ball as we knew they would. They've ran for over 1,600 yards this season, but they're doing it with a little more tempo than you're used to seeing. They're coming out, they're getting into formation quickly, and they're moving. It's almost like an up-tempo offense that you might see in the NFL if they're passing, but they're doing it on the ground. As Mims carries the ball for 3 yards, gets out to about the 41-yard line of the Cougars, and we're back at it again very quickly. And number 3, the quarterback, is brought down in the backfield. Before he could get that handoff, it looked like Andrew Munster and a host of Cougars met him and brought down Nolan Bryce for a short loss. Outstanding play by the defense right there.
Yeah, I can already tell that our Cougar defense is going to be better match than last week's game.
Bryce rolling out right, and he is sacked by big number 99, Colton Johnson. Bryce was rolling out right, couldn't find anything, and is taken down back at the Todd County 49-yard line. A loss of almost 10 yards there on that third down, and that's going to force Todd County Central to punt. What a play by the senior defensive lineman, Colton Johnson.
This is a great start to the game.
We have Landon Capps deep, and Capps is arguably the most explosive player on McLean County's team. He has very good speed. He's very shifty as the punt is away, and they're going to kick it away from him a little bit. Punt out to about the 27-yard line. Takes a right bounce and is down at the McLean County 28-yard line. So McLean County will take over for its second drive of the game here with 5:51 to play, and there is a late flag thrown on the near sideline. And we'll keep an eye on the white hat for the call here, as that was an extremely late flag. And that is for a false start on the punt.
Illegal procedure penalty called against the Rebels.
Illegal procedure, and it looks like that's going to give the Cougars 5 yards to start this first down. And I'm not sure. They're moving the chains now. I was under the assumption the chains would stay the same, but they will not. So the Cougars will take over at their own 33-yard line here with 5:50 to play in the first quarter at Paulson Stadium. Cougars with Caraway and Baldwin in the backfield. Motion left to Capps. Hand is to Baldwin running left just inside his tackle. He gets about 5 yards, but an early flag there on the play coming from the back judge. And it'll be an illegal shift against the Cougars. And that's something you see a little bit from McLean have all season in this wing tee offense. Nearly every play has somebody, in motion before the play is off. And every now and then somebody will get a little antsy, or somebody will shift incorrectly, and we'll get that penalty. So that backs McLean County up. Remains first down, but it's now 1st and 15 from the 28 as Klein settles under center. Motion Baldwin left. Give his back right to, it looked like Caraway. He got 2 or 3 yards on the play, depending on the spot. He was right around the 30-yard line when he was tackled. I'm sorry, that was Capps. That was number 6, Landon Capps on the carry. Here we go, 2nd and 13. Got Hootie Bolton lined out wide left, and we have an overloaded backfield as the ball is given to Jacob Miller trying to get outside running left, and he is tackled by number 2, Asa Young. And Asa Young actually had a big game against McLean County last year. He was actually the quarterback for Todd County last year. And if I'm not mistaken, he made 16 tackles in that game against the Cougars. Pretty impressive. And that was a big open field tackle against a big running back in Jacob Miller. So that sets up 3rd and long for the Cougars as they have about 15 yards to pick up. Line to gain is the 43-yard line. And there is a whistle prior to the snap. And that is going to be a timeout, McLean County. And with that, we are going to take a timeout of our own. This one brought to you by Independence Bank. Follow our, I'm going to start over. Follow our revolution online by liking us on Facebook. Follow us at 1776 Bank on Twitter and Instagram, or subscribing to our YouTube channel, Independence Bank, a revolution in banking. Member FDIC. All right, here we go. A.J. Klein leads the Cougars up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15. Line of gain is the 43-yard line. A.J. Klein hands the ball to
number 24, Andrew Munster.
Munster gains about 7 yards on the play running left. Cuts the yardage to gain in half. But it looks like it's not going to be enough as Peyton Caraway and the punt team runs onto the field here with 3:37 to play in the first quarter.
You know what? Munster might be the secret weapon to this game that we haven't seen yet.
You never know. We have a lot of players that can break out and do some good things for the Cougars on both sides of the ball, really. Munster has ran the ball some for us this year as it's a sneak, and the pitch is knocked away, and it looks like a scoop and score situation, and that's exactly what's going to happen as number 28, Graham, picks the ball up and runs it into the end zone to square this game at 6. And right there, we had a 4th and 7 situation. Punt team on the field. A.J. Klein received the punt. Looked to be an option to Peyton Caraway, and Todd County defender got his hand on the ball. Scoop and score, and that's 6 points for the Rebels. That's a little deflating after such a good start.
Yeah.
Had a couple of penalties put us in a difficult situation there, and
yeah, but that was just a fluke. I mean, we worked for ours, so I think it's going to pay off in the long run.
Very fluky situation there. Not something you see every day, especially, don't get me wrong, fake punts, miss all the time, but that particular situation where the ball is tipped and flies 15 yards and, away from any McLean County players.
Just a fluke.
And Todd County knocks through the extra point to take the lead here at Paulson Stadium, 7-6, with 3:05 to play in the first quarter. In between possessions here, we're going to take a quick timeout. This one brought to you by Sacramento Deposit Bank. The McLean County Cougars are back on the football field and ready to make us proud. The staff at Sacramento Deposit Bank, like the Cougars football team, is working for our customers. From our internet banking and mobile banking apps to our fast and friendly customer service, we are small town proud with big time products. We invite you to call or stop by and give us the chance to introduce you to Golden Rule Service from Sacramento Deposit Bank, member FDIC. All right, and here we go. We have Noah Baldwin and Landon Cavs back deep to receive, and it's a squib kick picked up by Josh Bodisher.
Wow.
Who runs across the 40-yard line. Nice return there by the senior from Wyman, Kentucky. puts McLean County in good field position here to begin this drive.
41-yard line. Cougars will take over 1st and 10.
So after a hot start, the Cougars had a bit of a disastrous 4th down just a moment ago, turning the ball over on a fake punt try that turns into a scoop and score for the Rebels. And the Cougars now find themselves trailing by 1 here late in the first quarter as Peyton Caraway takes the direct snap running right and gets out to about the 45-yard line.
Peyton Caraway with the carry.
Pickup of 4 on the play.
Brings the ball out to the 45-yard line. It's 2nd down for the Cougars.
2nd and 4 here with about 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Jabin Wedding leading the line to the line of scrimmage. Wedding celebrated his 17th birthday today. Happy birthday, Jabin.
I believe Nicholas De La Cruz had a birthday today as well.
Yes. Good day for McLean County linemen on both sides of the ball as Jabin plays guard and center on the offensive side, and Nicholas is the leading sack getter in all of Class 2A state football from his defensive tackle position. So happy birthday to Nicholas and Jabin. Jabin 17, Nicholas 18, I believe. Short pickup there for the Cougars on 2nd down, brings up 3rd down and 5 here from the 46-yard line. As Klein takes the snap, he's looking deep again. Looks like Josh Bodisher, and that ball is reeled in at about that 25-yard line. Beautiful pass and catch there by Klein and Bodisher, and the Cougars have something rolling here as that takes them down to the 25-yard line.
And that pass is complete to Bodisher. It's good for a Cougar 1st down.
And Klein laid that ball in there perfectly for Bodisher, who made a nice play on the ball. And Klein actually runs off the field, throwing his wristband to Peyton Caraway, who looks to be taking over at the quarterback position. As Caraway takes the snap, he's running left out of the shotgun formation and gets to about the 21-yard line.
Caraway with the carry.
Is that quick switch after a long pass connection like that? It's kind of interesting. It looks like Klein is coming back out onto the field now. And Caraway and Bodisher coming off. Landon Capps and number 84 Houston Bolton also entering the game for the Cougars. As with 38 seconds to play here in the first quarter, your Cougars trail the Todd County Central by 1, 7-6 as Klein passes right to Jacob Miller out of the backfield, and Miller will take it in. Nice play there by the Cougars. Spot on pass again by A.J. Klein, and that is 6 for the Cougars as they regain the lead.
Last game, Matthew had his touchdown, and now it's Jacob's turn.
You saw it all week. Jacob's been known as Miller time for the Cougars all season this year, and with his younger brother Matthew having a highlight reel catch last week, he's been tagged as Miller Light.
Miller Light.
Fitting nickname for the Miller boys.
I believe Trey Englehart came up with that name.
I like it.
I'd like to take the credit, but I do believe it was Trey Englehart.
I like it. Shout out to Trey. As we mentioned earlier, he is getting the night off as the Cougars going for 2 again. Landon Capps running right, trying to get outside, and does. Beats Todd County to the edge, and the 2-point conversion is good as the Cougars regain a 7-point lead here at 14-7 with 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And some outstanding plays there. We're just going to let it roll as we have this quarter coming to an end. But as we said in the Cougar keys to the game, chuck it a little. And A.J. Klein has done just that so far this game.
Yeah, it's really surprising. I mean, I think this might be, by the way this quarter's going, this might be our #1 passing game. Most passes.
Yeah, I mean,
it might already be. I mean,
so far he's 3 for 3 on the night, approximately 80 yards, just doing it in my head with a touchdown, and it's obviously been very effective And he's been spot on with these passes. I mean, 2 deep balls, one over the middle, one to the outside to Noah Baldwin, laid it in perfectly for his receivers, and then hit Jacob Miller on the short
that one
route
to
there.
Jacob was a little risky.
Yeah, he kind of threw it sidearm, rolling to his right, but he put it right on target, and Jacob did the rest. So outstanding start for A.J. Klein and this Cougars offense as the kickoff is picked up at about the 21-yard line as number 9, DJ Johnson, gets the ball, and he's got some space running left. He gets out to about the 45-yard line, but there is a flag well back behind the play thrown at the 22. So we'll wait and see what this was. It looked like the Cougars were going to wrap him up right around the 21, 22-yard line for a short return. He was able to break free, but that was with the benefit of a block in the back, and this thing's coming back. So after the Rebels had good field position for their first possession, it looks like they are going to be pinned back at their own 11-yard line as they come out for their second drive here with just 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. Nolan Bryce lined up in the shotgun this time. He's got 3 in the backfield. Interesting formation there, and the give is to number 2.
Wow. I think the Cougars learned from the mistake from last play.
There's a nice containment there of number 2, Asa Young, as he gains about 3 yards on the play. But with that, the horn has sounded, and we are going to flip fields as your Cougars lead the Todd County Central Rebels 14-7 here at Paulson Stadium. And as these teams flip sides, we're going to take a quick break. This one brought to you by B.F. Evans Ford, located in Livermore, Kentucky, for all your car, truck, and SUV needs. Tell them the McLean County Sports Network sent you. All right, folks, and we are back here to begin the second quarter here at Paulson Stadium. And ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by a guest up here in the booth for the second quarter, former McLean County Sports Network broadcaster Isaac Calvert, current student at the University of Kentucky, has decided to come up and spend a little time with us. Good to see you, Isaac.
Hey, good to see you, Mr. Hicks. Glad to be here. I couldn't think of a better place to be on a Friday night than Paulson Stadium watching McLean County football.
Absolutely, and we're happy to have you. Isaac's actually shadowed me in class the last couple of days. It's been fun having him back here, just like the old days, and get him back up here in the booth for a little bit.
It's been a fun second half of the week.
Yes, sir.
Top it off with some football.
And the Cougars make a nice stop there after the Todd County Rebels picked up the first down. Short gain there on first, no gain actually, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the Rebels' 27-yard line. Line to gain is the 37-yard line. So far here in this game, we've seen a pretty dominant performance from McLean County. However, we had one disastrous play that led to a touchdown for Todd County, and that's difficult.
Ooh, vicious sack in the backfield.
Now that's some penetration.
That's how you redeem yourself. That's one way to do it.
Gosh. Noah Knight jumped the snap there, and just drilled Todd County's quarterback in the backfield. Loss of 6 on the play.
Yes.
Outstanding play by the senior defensive lineman. All right, and with that, Todd County's going to take a timeout. But instead of doing an advertisement, we're just going to sit here and chat with Isaac a little bit. So, first semester at the University of Kentucky. How's it going so far, man?
So far so good. No complaints. College is what everything they pretty much say. Getting a lot of exercise, doing all this walking, whatnot. I mean, Kentucky football is just doing amazing. So it's just been a football field season for all of us. You know, just coming back here and using my Kentucky football knowledge to the McLean County. That's really nice. Yeah, but the semester's going good so far. I'm enjoying it.
Good. So have you been to all the home football games?
All of them. Every single one.
And every single one UK has won. Is they're now 5-0, trying to get to 6-0 this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully I'm the good luck charm. I've been to every game they've won, so hopefully we're coming to this game. Hopefully we'll win.
Yes,
so.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, no doubt.
And here we go, 3rd and long for Todd County as they set up right at the 20-yard line. And a hard snap gets McLean County to jump. And it looks like Noah Knight's pointing to himself. He jumped the snap last play, got into the backfield, made the sack. That time got a little antsy, and Todd County took advantage of that anxiety.
Yeah, they're too excited sometimes. They got that one sack trying to get the other.
Number 3, Bryce, throws deep down the right side. He had, it looked like number 9, Howard.
A little nervous on the play right there.
That was a great ball. He threw it up. I mean, it was right in the breadbasket. Just fell through Todd County's number 1 receiver's hands, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Rebels, and their punt team comes onto the field.
I believe there's too much butter on the bread right there.
A little bit too much butter. But I tell you what, of the passes we've seen tonight from both teams, they've been very, very accurate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there is no, like, it's going to be nearly impossible to, stop all the passing that's going on right now.
Yeah, if they continue, which McLean County is not typically a passing team, is that is a short punt. Short punt. It doesn't even make it to the 50-yard line, but it's picked up by Landon Capps at the 47 and gets about 11 yards on the return. Always risky to pick up a ball like that, but he had nobody around him, and gives the Cougars even better field position as they start this drive.
Hey, the kid's got legs too. He can take off and beat a 40-yard dash NFL player style. He's a fast kid.
He is. So tonight the Cougars are without a few players who have fallen stricken by the injury bug, as Logan Case, senior defensive lineman, injured his knee last week, and he's been in a brace as A.J. Klein breaks out a big run there, gets across the 25-yard line for the first down for McLean County, and Klein just doing it in always tonight with his arm and his legs. Impressive play there by the senior QB.
I think it's from all that base stealing he does in baseball. I believe that's how quick he is.
Hey.
He's getting practice from baseball.
I tell you what, AJ, I think he stole 13 or 14 bags for us last year, and a lot of that was just heady base running.
Yeah.
He was just a smart base runner, not necessarily the fastest guy, but he is smart.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go, first down Cougars from the 25-yard line. The ball is given to Capps running left. He shakes one tackle, minimizes the loss, but he still loses 7 yards on the play, and that's going to put the Cougars back to similar field position as they were in just a moment ago. But anyway, back to my original thought before Klein's run. Was missing Logan Case. He has an apparent knee injury. It looks serious, and it might end the season. So thoughts and prayers with him. Also, the Cougars lost sophomore wide receiver Braden Piercy earlier this week in practice to a broken collarbone.
Tough break for both players, especially Logan Case, considering it's senior season.
Absolutely.
Tough break for both players, though. Stuff.
It is. So shout out to both of them. And I'm not sure if we have given a shout out to Colin Embry, another senior lineman who has been diagnosed with a torn ACL as well. So shout out to all of our guys who are currently dealing with injuries right now. And I know they're rooting on the Cougars here tonight as we're trying to end this 2-game skid.
Yeah, I mean, they put on all the work during the summer, summer practices, early morning practices. I know they held one a few days ago, so it's rough stuff. But, I mean, once a Cougar, always a Cougar.
Yes, sir. As the ball is given middle to Andrew Munster.
Andrew Munster
and he's breaking three tackles and takes it into the end zone.
Wow.
What a carry by 24, the sophomore running back, Andrew Munster. Wow. What a run.
5 tackles broken on that play.
And I got to give Aaron Ring credit. about halfway through the first quarter, he said maybe Andrew Munster will be one of the keys to McLean County winning this game, and he called it, man. That's the second or third time Ring's done that this year.
Hey, Ring's a natural, man. He knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff. What a run by Andrew Munster.
Munster isn't the biggest guy either. He's on the scrawnier side too.
He's a smaller dude. He's stocky. But he had some strength on that run. His Cougars going for two again here with Klein under center. Ball is given right to Miller, and he is stuffed by several Rebels. He pitches back to Klein, who's trying to make something happen and cannot. That would have been interesting right there.
Had that would have worked.
That crazy flea flicker. So with that, the Cougars take a 22-7 lead here with 8:10 to play in the first half here at Paulson Stadium. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. This one brought to you by Z's Muffler, quality workmanship at competitive prices, located in Sacramento, Kentucky. And after that touchdown, we are back here at Paulson Stadium. McLean County leading Todd County Central 20-7 here with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first half. And that just puts me in a good mood. Seeing some different things we haven't seen this season. Andrew Munster with the nice run there, some passing attack on the offensive side of the ball for the Cougars. As Todd County, my goodness gracious, Graham picks it up at about the 40-yard line on the squib kick and absolutely bowled over one of the Cougar defenders and gets across the 50-yard line to get Todd County very good field position here as they take over for their fourth drive of the game. But anyway, back to what I was saying just a moment ago. I'm in a really good mood right now, so we're going to give another shout-out. Trey Englehart, as we said, one of the normal commentators for us, is not here tonight, but it is actually his dad Robert's birthday, so we're going to give him a shout-out. A lot of birthdays today. I guess October 5th is just a really good day to be born.
Yeah, it's tons of birthdays. 500th official McLean County football game, homecoming, pink out, World Teachers Day. It's all sorts of holidays and events today.
October 5th is full. I think that's definitive at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely agree.
All right, and with that, we have an injury on the field, and we are going to take a quick break, but we will be back momentarily. This break will be brought to you by Miller Building Supply, located in Sacramento, Kentucky.
If you want your home to be more than the status quo, consider what WeatherShield has to offer. With our custom wood interiors collection, you can choose handcrafted windows and doors and 8 wood species to complement the cabinetry, furniture, and trim throughout your home. With WeatherShield, transforming status quo into status symbol has never been easier.
I'm Kevin Miller. Stop by and see us for your building needs at Miller Building Supply in Sacramento.
WeatherShield. Demand better. Compromise nothing. Want more.
So here we go, 2nd and 9 as Todd County takes over at the 48-yard line of the Cougars. Handoff is right to Mims, and Mims is stopped at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Nice play by the Cougars defensive line to get pressure right there. His forward progression is actually going to mark that as a 2-yard gain on the play, but a nice stop by junior Peyton Caraway and a swarm of Cougars.
Caraway is a one-man wrecking crew. He can do pretty much anything on this team. You know, he's a jack of all trades on this team.
He is. He really is. On the defensive side of the ball, he plays in the middle linebacker positions, plays stud some. And then on the offensive side of the ball, he's a running back and quarterback. Andrew Munster just misses a quarterback sack on the handoff. and it's given to Mims, squirms out of it and picks up about 4 yards on the play out to the 43-yard line. And that's going to bring up a fourth and long 3 short 4 here for Todd County.
Well, you got to give it to Nolan and Mims. They had to have good football IQ to get that play off.
Yeah, that was very, very close. Look, I mean, Munster came through untouched, nearly got there, handed off just in the nick of time as Bryce goes under center, takes a snap, and he's trying to get out right, and he does, gets the first down and more out to the 30-yard line. So nice play call there by Todd County to pick up the first down. Bryce Nolan was able to get around that edge very quickly. Design quarterback run, no option involved, and picked up good yardage there on 4th down. Ball is actually spotted at the 31, not the 30, but that'll be a first down for Todd County Central.
From what I've seen so far, this team is a quick team, so they got to play really hard defense. You got to hustle.
They have some athletes on this team, that is for sure.
It looks like they're doing that right now.
Very nice tackle right there by Matthew Miller.
Is it Miller Light?
Miller Light makes a play in the backfield there.
I've always liked that nickname for both him and Jake Miller Light. That's an iconic duo right there.
Yes. The sophomore, Matthew Miller, had a big catch last week against Owensboro Catholic, highlight reel.
Oh, he had to feel good about that catch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime you score a touchdown, you feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you score a touchdown, it gets on the nightly news and it goes up for Tri-State Play of the Week.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Local celebrity.
You feel really, really good. As Todd County comes out in an odd situation, you had shotgun for right, and it's a quarterback keeper as Nolan makes one man miss, but he is tackled at the 30-yard line by Corby Moore, number 4. Pickup of 1 on the play. And a little trickery out of Todd County, but nothing doing as they lined up 4 wide right with Bryce in the shotgun, and it looks like they're going to do it again.
I tell you what, Bryce, knowing he took a thing or two out of Andrew Munster's playbook, trying to break all these tackles. He's doing, I mean, you got to give credit to him. He's doing a phenomenal job so far.
Yes, sir. And it looks a flag on the far side of the field there. And
too many men on the field, looks like.
Too many men on the field. You know, when you have clusters like that, wide receivers out right, a lot of times you'll see some rub routes, as they call it in college, and the pros, kind of picks, where 3 of the receivers will go out and kind of set up a wall for the backside receiver on a slant or a bubble or something like that. So let's see if Bryce is trying to get the ball out to one of those receivers and set up something, as they do have numbers against the McLean County defense. And there it is. Yeah, you have a slant, but it's snuffed out.
Oh.
Ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete right around the 30-yard line, or 35-yard line, excuse me. And that is going to bring up 4th down and long yet again for Todd County Central. Line to gain is about the 20-yard line here.
Looks like you're going to bring out the field goal unit maybe.
No field goals from this distance in high school. Punt unit would be more likely, unless they got a leg that nobody around here has seen.
Okay, somebody's going back now. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be about, let's see, they're at the 35, so that'd be about a 52-yard field goal.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're going straight to the draft, I don't think they'll be able to do that. You know,
hey,
punt's best option.
The kid can kick a field goal from there. They need to go to the University of Kentucky because they do not have a kicker that can kick that long.
They do.
As that punt bounds into the end zone for a touchback, and here with 3:56 to play in the first half, McLean County would take over at the 20-yard line. And as these teams switch fields real quick, we're going to take a quick timeout of our own. This one brought to you by Tyson Foods. We would like to thank Tyson Foods, one of our sponsors, who is one of the world's largest food companies in Roberts, Kentucky. Tyson Foods offers incentives for performance, attendance, and shift premiums. Tyson has very competitive wages, and Tyson offers one of the best benefits package in the nation that includes health insurance, paid vacation, holidays, 401k, and a stock purchase plan. with a company match, college reimbursement, citizenship, GED, and ESL. And we are going to continue that in just a moment as Noah Baldwin gets some space and gets out past the 30-yard line, but he did fumble. And it looks like the near sideline judge is marking him down by contact there as he took a shot right at the 30-yard line, picks up the first down on the 12-yard gain, and the Cougars
yeah, it's good they marked him down too, because I think they recovered it actually.
Yes, there were no other Cougar jerseys there when that ball hit the turf. Here with 3:30 left to play, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Klein under center, gets Baldwin motioning left. He gets the ball on the pitch, gets outside. He's looking for more, and he gets out to about the 50-yard line. Nice 17-yard pickup for number 14, Noah Baldwin, the senior ball carrier. And the Cougars have something cooking yet again here with just over 3 minutes to play in the first half.
You know, I think Wagner, he's figured out his rushing offense. I mean, it took a couple years to get it right. I mean, he knows what he's doing now with his rushing offense with, you know, Miller, Caraway, and Baldwin all.
He does.
All
He has a very dynamic offense rocking right now. As Landon Capps gets outside, moving right, and gets about 8 yards on the carry down to about the 43-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play, and the Cougars are driving into Todd County territory. Ball is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line, so that'll be 2nd and 3. So Cougars are quick to line up. Klein under center.
Trying to add some insurance to their already 13-point lead before the half.
Head Landon Capps motioning short side. The ball is given to fullback Jacob Miller, and it is Miller time as he rumbles, stumbles, and bumbles down to the 35-yard line to pick up the McLean County first down here with 2:35 to play in the first half. Cougars are trying to get some more points on the board before intermission, and there looks to be a timeout on the field. And that is going to be a timeout by Todd County Central. And with that, we are going to redo this Tyson Foods ad. So this one brought to you by Tyson Foods. We would like to thank Tyson Foods, one of our sponsors, who is one of the world's largest food companies in Roberts, Kentucky. Tyson Foods offers incentives for performance, attendance, and shift premiums. Tyson has very competitive wages, and Tyson offers one of the best benefits packages in the nation that includes health insurance, paid vacation, holidays, 401k, and a stock purchase plan with a company match, college reimbursement, citizenship, GED and ESL, advanced opportunities, and much more. Apply online only at TysonFoodsCareer.com. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and individuals with disabilities welcome. Tyson Foods at Roberts, Kentucky is hiring. All right, after that short break, we are back. Cougars come out 1st and 10 from the Todd County 35-yard line, trying to get to pay dirt here before halftime strikes. 2:29 to play here in the second quarter as A.J. Klein goes under center, one wide left. Baldwin motions left. Ball is given to Munster middle. He veers left out to about the 26-yard line, close to a first down, but I don't think he got quite there. They're going to mark it a little bit further back. Pickup of 8 on the play, and the Cougars are back to the line of scrimmage as they try to punch this thing in. Again, Baldwin motions left. This time it is given to Baldwin. He takes it. He's veering back middle, found the cutback lane, and gets inside the 10-yard line to the 7. And the Cougars will take over 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Great pickup by Noah Baldwin. And it's nice to see that out of 14 tonight. Baldwin was our leading rusher last season. Has been consistent, hasn't really busted a lot of runs. He's had a few explosive plays this year, but it's nice to see that here in the first half. As Klein goes under center. He's got one wide both ways. Ball is given to Munster middle, and he walks into the end zone for a Cougar touchdown.
Oh, you know he's got to be feeling good. That's the second one of the night for him tonight.
Second touchdown of the night for sophomore Andrew Munster as the Cougars take a 19-point lead, trying to add to it here on the point-after attempt.
I tell you what, I think these cowbells are working somehow. I mean, it's curing the fever that we have, you know?
It is. The only prescription for this fever we got is more cowbell, and everybody brought theirs tonight.
It's also Andrew Munster. You know, he's turning on the Jets, you know? It's crazy out there.
Doing an outstanding job. One of the leading tacklers in 2A. He has made his name known on the defensive side of the ball most of the time this year. As Edgar Rodriguez puts that PAT through to increase the Cougar lead to 20 to 27-7 here with 1:35 to play in the half. But as I was saying, Munster, he's top 5 in tackles this season in 2A, has carried the ball minimally for the Cougars. He is our 5th leading rusher, but his chances, his touches on the offensive side of the ball have been sparse, but that doesn't mean he's not a very capable runner, because he is, and we're seeing that tonight.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, he's just been so fun to watch, you know, the whole entire season. You know, over in Lexington, you know, we just watch. I mean, we make popcorn, we spill it all the time, just seeing everybody run. They're running a marathon on all these teams. You know, it's fun to see that. You know, it's exciting. You know, once they break those tackles and get to the end zone, it's a thing of beauty, honestly. You know,
I love the fact that you guys are able to watch from Lexington. We have a lot of people viewing this stream, viewing this broadcast from different places, different states, different countries, and it's our pleasure really to get on here and talk a little bit of football while y'all get to watch your Cougars from far away. But anyway, it looks like Edgar Rodriguez is back doing the kickoff here as he kicks the ball high and right. The ball is muffed but picked back up by number 4.
Won't go down. There we go.
That's Mims, and he is tackled around the 40-yard line is where they're going to mark his forward progression. And here with 1:29 to play, Todd County trying to cut in to this sizable McLean County lead. The Cougars are hoping for a strong defensive stand here to go into this half with this big lead they've established.
Yeah, they are just dominant here in the first half. Hopefully they can keep the momentum going into the second.
Yep. As we see Jacob Miller enter the game at D tackle is Bryce throwing left.
Looks like it's going to be holding on number 52, Hunter Johnson right there.
The pass was incomplete, but a hold is going to back up Todd County there. We'll wait for the official call on the field. Todd County's already backing up a little bit.
Yeah, looks like a holding. Yeah, that's what it is.
Hold on Todd County, but it is going to be declined by Coach Wagner. And rather than the yardage, he would rather go ahead and give them second down and maybe get that ball back, especially if Todd County's going to try to throw the ball here.
Oh yeah,
and stop the clock.
No doubt. Smart decision on Wagner right there.
All right, so the I formation. Ball is given middle to fullback Graham, who is met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Cougars for minimal gain, if any. And Graham's a load. I gotta say, he is a load. He picked up a kickoff return earlier and absolutely bowled over one of our kickoff team members. But right there, the Cougars line did a good job of stopping him.
Yeah, looks like there's going to be a timeout.
We have a timeout on the field. Yes, we do. Not entirely sure who took that. I believe it is McLean County here with a good situation for them. 3rd and long from Todd County's own 41-yard line. They get a stop. They might be able to add some more points before the half. But with this break, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we're gonna shout out the McLean County baseball team a little bit. The annual MCHS baseball scramble is coming up and will be held at 1 o'clock on Saturday, October 20th at Panther Creek Golf Club. Contact myself or any baseball player if you're interested in entering a team or sponsoring a hole. So If you want to enter a team, it's $200. If you want to sponsor a hole, it's $100. And we are open for anybody to come out and set up a booth or anything like that. It will be a lot of fun. We're hoping for a good turnout. So here we go, 3rd and long for Todd County. Bryce in the shotgun. He is chucking a ball deep to the right side, and it is caught.
Catch.
It is caught by number 9, Howard, and I don't think cornerback Landon Capps saw that ball at all.
No.
He did not get his head around. That ball could have been picked off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if he just had to get his eyes up. I mean, he was trying to keep his eye focused on, Howard, who the one who caught him. I mean, with this momentum, you can somewhat allow a little bit of that,
Yeah, but I mean, as a cornerback, as a defensive back, you have to play the eyes and the hands of the receiver, okay? If his eyes go up, you have to recognize that. And Capps is a very athletic kid. I said, he could have picked that ball off potentially.
So easily.
But he did not see that at all. So here we go, Todd County now here with less than 50 seconds to play is driving as they're inside the 15-yard line. Bad snap. And Bryce picks it up. He's trying to keep the play alive. Throws right, and it is caught, but it is not going to be an interception. As they say, Noah Baldwin did not get a foot down inbounds. Bryce trying to make something out of nothing there. Picked up the botched snap and had Graham on the sideline. Noah Baldwin flew in there, closed late, and made a play on the ball, but could not keep his feet inbounds, as that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line of the Cougars, as McLean County's trying to keep Todd out of the end zone here with 37 seconds to play in the first half. As Bryce rolling right, it looks like he is going to keep it for sure, and he runs in to a host of Cougars. He is tackled. Nice little pickup there by the designed run, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd down and about a yard as Bryce is back in the shotgun. Give is middle to Graham. He is met in the backfield. Met in the backfield and stopped for no gain, I believe, and that's going to bring up 4th down here with 14 seconds to play in the first half, and Todd County is going to take a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a timeout of our own. This one brought to you by Nimco, located in Calhoun, Kentucky, a local supplier of T-shirts and banners with guaranteed low prices and friendly customer service. We guarantee we will meet or beat anyone else's prices for T-shirts and banners, or give you a free gift if we can. Nimco, located in Calhoun, Kentucky. We'll be right back. And here we are back. 4th down and 1, less than 1 yard for Todd County, as the Cougars are trying to stop them here with 14 seconds to play. As Bryce gets the ball running right, he's going to be very close to the goal line. I do believe he picked up the 1st down, but I'm not sure if he got in for the touchdown. Early indications say no, he was stopped short of the goal line, but that will be good enough to bring up 1st down for Todd County Central. Here with 7 seconds to play in the first half. The clock has started. Todd County's out of timeouts. 5. And the ball is spiked by quarterback Bryce with about 3 seconds, but there's a flag. Not sure if Todd County was set.
I think it was legal formation, I think.
Okay, and they call it intentional grounding there.
Oh, wow.
Which is it's a call from the white hat. Intentional grounding. That's an interesting call.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Like, not even like.
I mean, in college,
NFL,
high school,
you rarely see that,
I mean, there's obviously not going to be a receiver in the area. You're just trying to stop the clock, and that's usually acceptable. But it's a loss of down on the play. The clock is to start, I believe, but they get the play off. The ball is given to Graham running right, and he is stopped as the siren sounds, and the Cougars come up with a big stop there after giving up a big play, and they're going to take this thing to the half, leading by 27-7 over the visiting Rebels of Todd County Central. Isaac, it's been fun, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, Mr. Hicks. I appreciate all you do for the community of McLean County, showing these football games. You know, shout out to Bailey. She's watching in Lexington right now. There's tons of people all over the country watching. You know, it's a pleasure, you know, just having this. It's convenient. It's efficient. You know, it gives people a chance, especially in the community that can't come to the games. You know, you're doing them a huge favor, so we appreciate you and all your crew.
Absolutely, man, and I like the shout out to the girlfriend.
Yeah. She'd kill me if I didn't do that.
That's brownie points for sure.
Definitely.
All right, so we got about 15 minutes left. We are the band is about to take the field. We'll turn it over to them here in just a little bit so you can watch their performance. But we will be back for a reset just before we get things going in the second half here at Paulson Stadium. Again, your Cougars lead the visiting Todd County Central Rebels 27-7. We'll be back in a little while.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Systems are online. System starting up.
All right, folks, we are back. We have about a minute and 40 seconds left in halftime. We're here at Paulson Stadium at McLean County High School. Your Cougars lead the Todd County Central Rebels 27-7, and a pretty solid performance for the Cougars there in the first half, as defensively played pretty well. Had one disastrous play on a fake punt that led to a fumble and a fumble recovery touchdown for Todd County. But aside from that, the Cougars look pretty solid here. We are now joined on the microphone by Caleb Bub Johnson. He's going to be doing a little commentary for us today. What did you think of the first half there, Bub? You're good. Might have a little bit of a technical difficulty with Bub's mic. Let's work on that a little bit. Now try, Bub.
Well, I think we tried to step out of our comfort zone a little bit, and it showed. Like, we went for a fake punt on 4th and long, and it ended up in a fumble recovery for 6.
Yes, and that like we said, was really the only blemish of the first half. Otherwise good. Andrew Munster scored 2 touchdowns as Howard fields the kickoff for Todd County, gets out to the 25-yard line. Did a lot of running there for not a whole lot of yards gained, so they'll set up shop, Todd County will, at about the 25. But in that first half, we saw Andrew Munster, sophomore, run for 2 touchdowns. We saw senior quarterback A.J. Klein complete 3 of 3 passes for about 90 yards and a touchdown. And it was overall good performance on the offensive side of the ball, I felt.
Well, we saw Munster on the opposite side of the ball than we're used to seeing him on. He capitalized on the opportunities.
Yeah, no, Munster, he is typically, we hear his name for tackles, one of the leading tacklers in all of 2A football in the state of Kentucky. But doing a little damage on the offensive side of the ball is nice to see, as number 28, Graham, fullback for Todd County, takes the ball running left and picks up about 7 yards out to the 34-yard line of the Rebels. Also right now, good opportunity to talk about a little change we have on the tech side tonight, as Nate Carlock has stepped behind the computer for the second half here. He is producing here during the third quarter, and Corbin Case is up on the camera, and he'll be handling the cameraman duties for us moving forward. Those two both sophomores, as the ball is given middle to number 66 of Todd County. That is Jonathan Flores, trying to battle for the first down. It looks like he did pick it up, as the chains are moving on the far sideline. That'll be 1st and 10 for Todd County Central at the 36-yard line. And the cowbells are rocking once again here at Paulson Stadium, as it seems like the whole stadium has a cowbell. Very, very noisy, as number 22 for Todd County takes the snap, drops back, and fires incomplete to the right side. That is Isaac Marshall, who is in at quarterback instead of number 3, Bryce, who played decently well in the first half. I thought he did some good things with his feet and threw the ball all right, but it looks like Todd County is making a change. Not sure if that is injury related or just a personnel change that they're trying to go with here. Also different for Todd County, you see Asa Young, number 2, in the backfield, lined up at running back. And he gets the ball running right, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, powers out to about the 42-yard line. Nice battle there for number 2, Asa Young. As mentioned earlier, Young played quarterback for a good portion of the game last season when these two teams met down in Elkton, and had a pretty impressive game on both sides of the ball. If I'm not mistaken, he had 16 tackles on the defensive side of the ball last year. He is a senior. and he is taking over running duties from Jaquavion Mims as Young gets the ball again, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and that was the birthday boy Nicholas De La Cruz with a vicious hit, and that will bring up 4th down and about 4 for the Todd County Central Rebels. Nicholas De La Cruz, he's been a force on the defensive side of the ball for the Cougars all season. He actually leads Class 2A football in sacks with 7.5 sacks this year, and we're expecting a lot more from him here in the final 4 games of the year as Todd County comes out to punt. Number 2, Asa Young, back to receive the punt, and he will kick it away. Pretty solid kick there as it lands about the 27-yard line, takes a McLean County bounce. It's picked up by Landon Capps, and he takes it across the 30-yard line for the Cougars and then picks up an unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like, as he gets in the face of the man who tackled him there. But that's the second time we've seen Capps pick up a punt, a bouncing punt, and get positive yardage out of it, usually a risky play.
Well, the yards he got, he just gave him right back.
Yes, he did, and more. We've seen this year multiple instances where Capps lets his emotions get the best of him from time to time, and did right there cost the Cougars 15 yards and puts us at the 15-yard line, our own 15-yard line. So we'll have to trek 85 yards to get to the end zone on this drive. A.J. Klein under center. And it is a give middle. And nothing doing there. Right back to the line of scrimmage goes junior ball carrier Peyton Caraway. Here we have about 8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Your Cougars in their first drive of the second half, leading Todd County Central 27-7 as Klein goes under center, one man out right. That's Josh Bodisher, who hauled in a 20-plus yard reception earlier in the game. And Klein drops back. He's looking to throw, throws middle, and gets big tight end Colton Johnson.
He just keeps fighting.
Who fights his way out close to the 30-yard line for the first down. Nice throw and catch by big number 99 Colton Johnson.
Completion is good for a Cougar first down.
Now, I tell you what, Colton, we have seen, has very good hands for a big man, plays tight end. You look at him, you're like, there's no way that guy gets out and plays tight end, but he actually moved a little bit. Last year in the playoff game down at Murray, he actually caught 2 touchdown passes for the Cougars, and then last week hauled in about a 20-yard reception against Owensboro Catholic. So nice pickup of the first down there as the Cougars start to move down the field. Caraway gets the ball, gets out close to the 40-yard line. And the ball is marked right at the 40-yard line for another Cougars first down. And after starting in dire field position back at their own 15-yard line, the Cougars are out approaching midfield as they at 1st and 10 from the 40. Klein under center. Sends Baldwin motion left. The hand is to Miller trying to get out left. He is met at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to about the 42-yard line for a short pickup.
It's about the only way you can tackle him is take his legs out.
You have to take his leg out. If you go up high against Jacob Miller, he will make you look stupid.
Make you look like a pancake.
Yes. We've seen it multiple times this year. A lot of tacklers trying to meet him in a whole one-on-one, get him a little high, and Jacob just runs right through him. As he goes into motion and actually sits down on the line, A.J. Klein again rolling out right, has some pressure from his right, makes a play with his legs. He's getting up middle. He has a blocker. He has a first down. He's out across the 40-yard line, and a nice pickup with the legs by number 22, A.J. Klein. 22-yard gain for number 22. And the Cougars are in Rebel territory. Nice play by A.J. Klein right there.
You know where he got that speed from?
Where did he get that speed from, Bub? Stealing bases on the baseball field. That's right. He led us this past year. 13 or 14 stolen bases for A.J. And tell you what, the senior play caller is having a nice game here tonight. So he goes under center and sends Baldwin motion left. Baldwin gets the ball, trying to get outside on the short side of the field and nothing doing. He's tackled at the 40 for a 2-yard loss there. And running to short side, that tends to happen. You have to get to that edge quick and get around it. And the Rebels did a good job of shutting that down and containing Baldwin. Cougars rush back to the line of scrimmage. Got Colton Johnson wide right. Looks like Josh Bodisher wide left. Klein under center. Motion Baldwin again. The give is middle. It looks like Munster right there, and he drives out close to the first down marker.
Very scrappy run. He's the type of player. He's a very scrappy, aggressive, fight for everything type of player.
He has had nothing but scrappy runs tonight, I feel like. 2 of them turning into touchdowns. And that time he fights. He had contact very close to the line of scrimmage there and fights out to the 30-yard line to set up a 3rd and 1 for McLean County.
I thought he was down on the initial contact. I didn't realize he was going to keep fighting.
Just an outstanding play as, A.J. Klein dropped back to pass, had Landon Capps open to the right side, and he throws his first incomplete pass of the night, not far out of the hands of Landon Capps, just barely it grazed off his fingertips. But there's going to be a personal foul roughing the passer on the play. Negate that incomplete pass by A.J. Klein, and let's move forward even further into Rebel territory. So that'll bring up another first down for the Cougars, and the ball will be spotted at the Rebel 14-yard line.
Capps wasn't too happy about dropping that pass. He, visibly tried to kick the ball out of frustration.
Wasn't happy at all. He knew it was going to be a touchdown. May have been able to catch it on a layout, but that would have been a highlight reel play as the ball is given to Capps, running right, trying to get outside, makes one man miss, and is tackled just shy of the goal line at about the 2.
Landon Capps with the run. Peterson on the stop.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 2-yard line. Nice pickup on the ground there by the junior Landon Capps. And the Cougars will set up 1st and goal. They're trying to increase this lead by even more.
With Jacob Miller behind, I think we're going to try to sneak and have him push the pile.
Are you saying this is Miller time?
I think so.
And indeed it is Miller time as Jacob Miller takes it running left and across the goal line. Touchdown, Jacob Miller. Good call, Bub. That'll push the Cougar lead out to 33-7 here with 4:39 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Point after try coming.
You think we kick it or we go for 2 again?
33-7 lead here. We have a comfortable cushion. I'd like to see him kick it again, and that looks like what they're going to do here. Edgar Rodriguez started the year 9 of 9 on PATs. He's struggled a bit here of late, so I'd like to see him get back on track. And that one splits the uprights and pushes McLean County's lead to 34-7 here with 4.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take this opportunity for a quick break. This one brought to you by Independence Bank. Calling all kids. Want to join our Little Patriot Savings Club at Independence Bank? Stop by any of our 25 locations to learn how you can be a part of our revolution, or visit 1776bank.com. Independence Bank, member FDIC. All right, folks, we're back out after an 85-yard touchdown drive, but your McLean County Cougars score is 34-7. Home team as the ball is kicked off to number 9, Howard, running right on the return. He gets out to about the 28-yard line. And again, good kick coverage by McLean County. It looks like every time we've kicked the ball deep, we've done a good job of covering and limiting any big plays by the Rebels. As our defense comes back out onto the field.
Defense has played extremely well this game. I'm kind of surprised after getting 49 points put up on you.
Yeah, it's been a humbling few weeks for the McLean County defense. Started out extremely well. I think they were only averaging about 14 points allowed through the first 4 games of the season. Last week gave up a big number to Owensboro Catholic, 49 points. And the week before, Logan County scored 40. But those are 2 very good offenses. And it looks like we're getting back on track. Is there a fumble on the play? Scramble for it. It looked from our vantage point like Todd County jumped back on it.
Recovered by Todd County. It'll be second down.
But that will be a loss of about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 15-yard line to gain. It's about the 38. But like I was saying, the Cougar defense has experienced some injuries, a little thin, particularly on the defensive line, losing Logan Case, who was the combination of him and Nicholas De La Cruz was potent early against opposing offenses. As the ball's given in the backfield, looks like to Mims, but he is stopped in the backfield right around the 20-yard line for another loss. In this swarming Cougars defense is really starting to roll now.
Colton Johnson has really stepped up in place of Logan Case. I think, he's had an impact early and often.
Yes, he has. We've heard that name a lot more on the defensive side of the ball than we're used to. Big Colton Johnson stands about 6 foot 250 plus, and he's done a really good job of disrupting plays in the backfield for the Cougars here in the last couple of games. So we have 3rd and long. Ball is taken. Bryce passing right, and it is caught by Howard. It looks like it's going to be a first down for sure as he gets out to about the 47-yard line. But Bob, that's the 3rd time, the 3rd time that Todd County has gotten 3rd and long and called up Howard's name, and he's delivered the last 2 times for long pickups. And out there on those long passes, corners have to get their head up and read the eyes of the receiver to make a play on the ball. So,
corners need to get an eye on the ball. That's the only problem.
Yeah, you got to get your head around. Got to get your head around. So the ball is given middle there. Short pickup by Graham. About 2 yards. No yards on the play. They're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage. And here with 2.5 minutes to play, it is 2nd and 10 for Todd County Central. Still on their own side of the field at their 47-yard line. And they're giving some different looks to McLean County here as Graham lines up in the halfback position, in the H-back position, deep. And there's a middle pop pass by number 22, Isaac Marshall, trying to throw across the middle and nothing doing as it is swatted away.
Ball wouldn't look like he about had an interception there.
He's very close. Very close. This is interesting. Todd County, it seems like they're rotating things every play. You'll see Bryce in there at the quarterback position. You'll see Marshall at the quarterback position. Asa Young has been back there. They're trying to mix up different looks in the backfield to go alongside that. Mims has been back there. Gray's been back there. As Marshall takes the snap, looking to throw right, and he hits his man on the slant. That is number 34, Javon Peterson, for the first down and just a quick slant. Looks like the same play they were trying to run before, just a little bit more accurate on the pass.
A little better execution.
And that puts Todd County into McLean County territory as they set up 1st and 10 from the McLean County 40-yard line. Marshall still back there in the shotgun. Got 2 wide both ways. Graham to his left in the backfield. Takes a snap, and the ball is fumbled. It is on the ground. And we'll see who picked it up. There was a swarm. No indication either way. Todd County did fall on it. And beside the football now, there is a man down. There's an official timeout on the field, and with that, we are going to take a timeout of our own. This one brought to you by Sacramento Deposit Bank. The McLean County Cougars are back on the football field and ready to make us proud. The staff at Sacramento Deposit Bank, like the Cougars football team, is working for our customers. From our internet banking and mobile banking apps to our fast and friendly customer service, we are a small town proud with big-time products. We invite you to call or stop by and give us the chance to introduce you to Golden Rule Service from Sacramento Deposit Bank, member FDIC. All right, and we are back. Todd County setting up shop at the 42-yard line. Got 2nd and 12. They have two wide both ways. And Nolan Bryce looks to be back in the game at quarterback for Todd County as they keep switching between him and Marshall here. Bryce takes a snap, rolling right, looking right, throwing right, and it is well off mark. Looked like he was trying to hook up with Asa Young, who was on a crossing route down around the 20-yard line and couldn't quite get it there. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Rebels here. And we'll see what kind of look they go with. And still Nolan Bryce at the QB position. And sending Graham out right to line up in the wide receiver spot. And looking for a swing pass out right to Howard. He catches the ball, and he's cutting across the field all the way across out to past the 40-yard line, about the 38. But that is well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 8 with the line to gain being the 30. What do you think about it so far, Bub? Yeah.
Well, I think we've had a good defensive stand here. I mean, they're not punting the offense back out here, but you know, Coach Hicks, I can't say I've ever been to Todd County. I don't even know where Todd County is.
Todd County's deep. Todd County is in Elkton, which is about an hour and a half south, as the ball is tipped there, Bryce. You looked like to be throwing to a crossing route out around the sticks, but may have tripped or slipped and kind of buried the throw right into the linebacker core, and that'll be a turnover on downs as your Cougars take over here with 40 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. But as I was saying, Todd County, it's about a good hour and 30 minutes from here. Neighbors Logan County, I'm pretty sure.
Never been in Logan County either, so.
Have you been to Russellville?
No.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No.
I'm sure you've played baseball down there before.
No?
I used to play a travel ball with some boys from Russellville.
Well, I wasn't as good as you. I didn't play travel.
That was a long time ago, bub. And we have a timeout on the field called by Todd County. And with that, we are going to take a quick timeout of our own. This one brought to you by BF Evans Ford, located in Livermore, Kentucky, for all your car, trucks, and SUV needs. Tell them the McLean County Sports Network sent you. All right, so we have some facts for you folks. Bub just moments ago claimed to never have been to Todd County. His dad just texted us both and said he actually played ABA basketball in Todd County. So in your face, Bub, as Jacob Miller takes the ball and power his way up to the 45-yard line, 7-yard run for the senior ball carrier. What do you think, Bub?
That's the Miller we're used to. Miller time, a bunch of yards every carry.
Miller time. Miller time.
Anytime can be Miller time.
I'm down with that. And it looks like with 14 seconds to play, Coach Wagner's going to opt to let this thing go into the fourth quarter. Your Cougars leading the Todd County Central Rebels 34-7 here at Paulson Stadium. With that, we are going to take a break of our own. I have a hamburger sitting in front of me that I'd like to tie into a little bit. So this break brought to you by Z's Muffler, quality workmanship at competitive prices, located in Sacramento, Kentucky. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back here to begin the fourth quarter at Paulson Stadium. A.J. Klein under center, starting at his own 45-yard line, pitches out to Landon Capps, who catches it deep in the backfield, makes a man miss. He's out across the 40 to the 30 to the 20. He makes one man miss at the 10, and he is going in, folks. What a run by junior Landon Capps. Big run for Capps, 52 yards to pay dirt. And your Cougars now lead 40-7 with a point after coming. We have Brody Barron joining us on the microphone here. Brody, what do you think about that run?
Hicks, that is a great start to start the fourth quarter. Like, you couldn't ask for a better start, you know?
Absolutely not. That is how you want to get things going late in the game. Pitched out to Capps, running right. Pitch was a little deep, actually. But Landon Capps, once he gets ahead of steam, I mean, he is gone. Dude can move.
That is a fast kid.
Edgar Rodriguez on for the PAT. And it is good. Sneaks it in the right side. And your Cougars now lead 41-7 here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Nice run there by junior Landon Capps. So rather than taking a break, let's chat a little bit with our new color commentator, Brody Barron. Brody, how's it going tonight, brother?
You know, it's been a good night so far. I mean, it's 41-7.
Can't complain about that.
No, you cannot.
Brody, he's actually made his commentating debut last week at Owensboro Catholic. Did a very good job, so we're getting him back on the microphone again. He has been a loyal cameraman to us this year after doing a little camera work last year for the MCSN. This is actually my first time on the microphone with Brody, so this is pretty exciting.
It is really exciting to be on here with you, too.
Thanks, Brody.
No problem.
All right, so the Cougars about to kick it back to the Rebels here with 11:47 to play in the fourth quarter. Cougars leading now 41-7 after Landon Capps' 52-yard touchdown scamper as Howard misses the ball, and he picks it up on the 5-yard line, and he is contacted. And he was dragged into the background. Looks to be a hold well back behind the play as Howard is still going, and he is going to take it all the way for what could very well be nothing, as there is a lot of laundry on the turf right here. Howard ran the length of the field plus some. Started on the right side, ran across the left side, all the way 100 yards on the return, but you have flags all the way back at the 2-yard line of the Rebels. We're going to see what the officials have to say about this. You have flags also close to midfield here.
I count 3 flags thrown there.
3 flags, 1 deep. Looks like a potential hold well back behind the play on possibly Andrew Munster or Peyton Caraway. Couldn't tell. I know there was a 2 or 4, 3 and a 4 back close to the goal line. And here we go. We'll look. We have an illegal block in the back. That penalty is declined. We have a personal foul, head-to-head contact on Todd County. I believe, Brody, that's what happened at midfield, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I believe that's true.
So that, based on the spot of the original, the beginning of the play, that's going to take Todd County all the way down to about the 2-yard line. They're going to start this drive on their own 2. Yes. Or is that the 1?
It's either the 1 or the 2.
It's very deep. They're going to have to go a long ways here.
It is very deep, and it's not the start they were hoping for.
Definitely not. That was quite the exciting kickoff return, though. Howard misses the ball in the right hash, goes back to his own 5 to get it, goes all the way into his own end zone, almost gets thrown down for a safety, spins out of it, gets up the left sideline after obviously a block in the back helped.
Yeah.
Breaks numerous tackles to get out close to midfield, slips away after a head-to-head combat, or head-to-head.
You can't do that.
No. And almost walked into the end zone. A Cougar player tracked him down all the way down to the goal line and brought him down right there. It's a very exciting play for Nod. I bet you he's pretty winded.
This has been a very exciting start to the 4th quarter.
No doubt. No doubt. A lot of running, not a whole lot of tackling.
Yeah.
We've had 52 yards on Caps's run, 100-plus yards of running on that, despite the penalties. Not a whole lot of tackling. And after that timeout, Todd County's back onto the field, and they're going to try to get out of the danger zone here as they set up shop first and 10 from their 1-yard line. So Bryce is in the shotgun here. He's got 3 wide to his left, 1 to his right, takes the snap, and it is a draw up the middle. And this QB has some wheels, gets out across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. A very nice carry by Nolan Bryce to pick up the first down and more.
I saw the hole, and once I saw the hole, he was darting straight through it.
Oh, yeah. He hit it, and he was gone. Number 3, Nolan Bryce, the junior quarterback for Todd County. Go ahead, Brody.
He saw it, and he knew that he had to go because he would be in a lot of trouble if he didn't go.
Oh, yeah, standing in your own backfield, or in your own end zone. That's quite the frightening place for the quarterback.
Yeah.
As he is sacked there. And Nicholas De La Cruz, the birthday boy, gets another sack to add to his total. That's a nice birthday present for him.
That is a nice birthday present for him.
I believe he's up to 8.5 sacks on the season, which we'll see what other teams do, but came into this thing leading Class 2A. As Bryce is going to chuck it deep left, and it is caught by Asa Young, number 2, down around the 42-yard line. But it looked like McLean County's DB over there. I'm not sure if that. I believe that was Nelson. Got his head around and didn't see the ball yet again. It's like our cornerbacks aren't watching the ball on these plays, not reading the eyes of the receivers, and they're making some plays down the field. As Bryce runs middle, picks up about 7 yards on that scamper.
He saw the hole again. He knew it was time to go.
He's done pretty good things with his feet tonight, and he's hit on big passing plays.
Yeah, he has a heck of an arm. Like, honestly, both of our quarterbacks have aired it out. Both of their quarterbacks have aired it out.
Yeah, they have thrown a little bit as Bryce is in trouble now. Tries to get it outside to number 9, Howard. He's pressured there in the backfield by, it looks like, number 50. That's sophomore James Hurley. Almost got to him for the sack. Very close to a sack. There was a man in the area, so no grounding call as it brings up 3rd down at about 3. Bryce takes it out of the shotgun, gives it to Graham, and there are flags before the snap. And they're pointing to the Cougars' side. And that will be an encroachment offsides on the Cougars, and that will give Todd County a first down and put Todd County into Cougar territory as they have first and 10 from the Cougar 46-yard line. Ball is taken. Give is middle to Graham. He is tripped up by Andrew Munster. He falls forward for a gain of 2 on the play, just across the 45-yard line.
If he wouldn't have got that trip, I believe he would have gone for more.
Yeah, there was some green grass there. I think he would have had a good shot at picking up the first down had it not been for Munster on that play. As Bryce sets up again in the shotgun, 2-rod both ways. He's looking to pass, throws out left to Mims. He catches it. It was a little off target. It was a nice play just to catch the ball, but he's tackled immediately for a short gain on the play. Might have picked up 1. And Mims has been very quiet tonight. He's one of the leading rushers in 2A, ran for 650-plus yards on the season so far this year. But the Cougars have done a really good job of limiting him. As Bryce is trying to run left to the short side, there's a flag thrown behind the play. His play is stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but it could be a hold.
We were talking about Munster. He's had a heck of a game today.
Who?
Munster.
Oh, yes, he has. Both sides of the ball. As we've talked before, Munster, one of the leading tacklers in 2A, and deserves it rightfully. He averages about 11 tackles a game, and anyway tonight he's done it on the offensive side too. As it's 4th down and about 7 to gain. Todd County has 2 lined up, wide left, 2 wide right. Nolan Bryce in the shotgun. Draw could be coming. Let's see. No, he's going to throw it. He's throwing left into traffic and off target. He throws high. No flags on the play. And that is going to be a turnover on downs as Todd County Central gives it back to your McLean County Cougars. Nice stop there for McLean County. After a pretty decent drive, Todd drove it over 50 yards, to get it into Cougar territory, but couldn't capitalize once they got on the positive side of the field.
Our defense knew what to do.
Knew what to do indeed. Has taken a look at it. It looks like McLean County is making a few changes on the offensive side of the ball. Senior Michael Otto enters the game, number 25 at wide receiver. Klein, Baldwin, Miller still in the game. There's motion left. Give is middle to Miller. He is met at the line of scrimmage and stopped by several Rebels. And there was a little chippiness there as number 28 Graham and big number 74 offensive lineman Zarek Wedding jawed a little bit. Might have been a late hit on the play. No flags thrown. Jacob Miller gained 1 on the carry up the middle. So 2nd and 9 now. As Klein goes under center. Motion left. The pitch is out left. That is Munster running left. He gets around the edge across the 50-yard line, and he is slung down at about the 48. Hard run right there by Munster, but he is slung down hard, and he is still on the ground, as is a player from Todd County. Todd County player hops up. That is Mims, their leading rusher. And it looks like our trainer Kelly Moy is out to take a look at Munster there. Hard to see. Players are on a knee, and we are gonna take a quick break here as we figure out what is going on. Nope.
You hate to see injury.
Hate to see injury, and Munster's having such a good night. He's had such an excellent performance so far.
That was an excellent run there, too.
Yeah, big pickup. Picked up about 7 on the play. But this, I don't know, he's chatting. He's trying to scoot off onto the sideline there. And he does. And play's going to resume. No timeout on the field. So he's able to get out of the field of play. And here we go, 3rd and 2. The clock starts with 7:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Corby Moore goes into motion right. The give is middle to, looks like Miller Light. I think that was Matthew Miller who took the ball there, running right and lost one. No, was it Gabe Whitmer?
You know,
I think it was. Another sophomore there. And I'm not entirely sure. You have to help me with these numbers a little bit.
they're really hard to see.
They are the maroon jerseys with the black numerals. When they start sweating, it makes it very difficult to see who is who. Cougars are going to go for it here on fourth down. Give is middle. And we look to get the first down there, and there is a lot of pushing and shoving well after the whistle. There was a fumble on the play recovered by Todd County Central. And then we saw some people flying right after that. Look to the officials for the ruling here. And we have a personal foul against Todd County Central following the fumble. So that is going to be a turnover turnover by McLean County. But after the play was over, dead ball personal foul. It's going to push Todd County back 15 yards from the spot where the fumble was recovered. And they're going to take over on their own 31-yard line here with 6:47 to play in the game.
Those penalties can really hurt you.
They can. We've seen Todd County do that a couple of times tonight, kind of hurt themselves regarding field position. And we're no stranger to that. We've done it a couple of times this year as well. As number 3, Bryce, is taken down by Nicholas De La Cruz yet again.
We've heard his name a lot today.
Perfect storm for the birthday boy. He stops Bryce after a gain of 3 on the play. And I keep saying Bryce, and I've noticed my problem, Brody. On one sheet, I've written Bryce Nolan. On the other sheet, I've written Nolan Bryce. So, I think y'all figured it out. Number 3's name is a combination of those two names. I'm not sure which is right.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're saying his name a lot tonight.
Yes, we are, as he connects with number 2, Asa Young, across the Miller. About a 20-yard pickup there as the Rebels storm into Cougar territory yet again, as Young gets down to the 48-yard line of the Cougars there. First down, Todd County Central.
He's got a pretty good arm, wouldn't you say?
He does have a pretty strong arm. He's not huge, but when he has time in the pocket to wind up a little bit, he has some zip on his ball, and it showed right there. Not the biggest arm we've seen by any stretch of the imagination, but it's more than formidable as he's rolling left and hooks up with Graham, who's pushed out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted at the 39. Pickup there of about 7, or I said 41-yard line. I'm sorry.
He is enough. His arm is good enough to get the job done, and that's what he's done so far this drive.
Yeah, he's done a little bit with his legs. He's done a little bit with his arm. Here he's dropping back, looking to throw again. Throws middle high, and that ball is picked off. Intercepted by number 4, Corby Moore. He is your leader for McLean County in interceptions this season. I believe that's his 4th on the year. And the Cougars will take over after that interception right around their own 22-yard line. And if you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. You start talking good about somebody, giving them a little bit of praise, and it can go the other way pretty quickly on them.
I don't know about you, Hicks, but when I see the interception, I immediately go to Corby Moore. He's done it all the time this season.
Well, you hear free safeties. People talk about free safeties as they are the center fielder of the defense. They set back and they just try to be a ball hawk, really. And Corby does an excellent job of that. You see him come up and make plays with his pads every now and then, but his big benefit for our team is sitting back and controlling hash mark to hash mark over the middle. And like I said, he picked up his team-leading 4th interception on the season there with that pick.
He's a very impressive player.
He is. He's got some wheels, too. We haven't seen him as much this year. Saw it a few times last year. He'd make an interception and turn it into some positive yardage afterwards. If he gets some space, he can really do some special things with his legs.
He's good on both ends of the field.
He can be. He can be. A thing with Corby, and it's kind of the same with Landon Caps, is keeping those guys healthy. They've both battled nagging little bumps and bruises and injuries over the years. As Cougars come out, and there is a pitch left. And that was Corby Moore, who was slung down, trying to get out left, and Todd County did a good job of penetrating and getting into the backfield.
Gotta give credit to Todd County. Their defense has held our defense a couple times pretty well.
Yeah, they've done a decent job a couple of times. We've really gashed them. We have primarily our second stringers in there at this point. We'll see if our young guys can do much as it's pitched out to Andrew Munster, running right, trying to cut back, finds a lane and gets out to about the 29-yard line. Another nice pickup for the sophomore ball carrier, and he just adds to an already outstanding performance tonight.
Andrew Munster on the run.
Looks like we have Miller Light under center for the Cougars now, replacing A.J. Klein this drive. That's Matthew Miller, who, as if you were watching last week, saw him haul in a big 27-yard touchdown catch over at Owensboro Catholic. The ball was tipped by the safety. He laid out and really caught the ball on a dive, brought it off his shoestrings. Outstanding catch, outstanding play for the sophomore. As the ball is given middle, I believe that was number 35, Gabe Whitmer on the carry. He gets out close to the first down. I'm not sure if he had enough or not. And they're going to say he did get enough for the first down. As this thing is winding, we're down to about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here at Paulson Stadium. Your Cougars leading the Todd County Central Rebels 41-7.
This has been a really good game for homecoming.
Yeah. Yes, it has. It's been a big night all around. 500th game. It's a big one to win, and I think at this point we can chalk this one up as a W for the Cougars. Homecoming, always good to get a win on homecoming, and then we have our Pink Out night, and see a lot of people in the stands, a lot of people up on the hill down on the other side of the north end zone. Rocking pink tonight and really showing support for people they know in this community that are battling this disease, and really paying tribute to those that have lost their lives from it.
Some of our players are also paying tribute.
Yes, we have specks of pink in different ways. This ball is carried there by, that is Miller Light. Matthew Miller picks up about 8 yards on the play out to the 40-yard line. He was smoked at the 40-yard line. But if you notice, a lot of our players are wearing pink wristbands, wearing pink socks, and paying tribute themselves. Our cheerleaders are wearing pink ribbons in their hair, and it's just all-around good night. Ball is handed to Gabe Whitmer. I remember Nate Kroonbaker. He had nicknamed Gabe Hitmer. And he delivered a blow there to pick up the first down.
He's a hard hitter. He is a hard hitter.
I'll tell you, from last year to this year, Gabe's probably grown 6, 7 inches. He's up close to 6 foot now. He's a little bitty dude last year. But I know he's played a lot of good minutes for the Cougars in JV, the sophomore. And next year with all of these seniors going out, he's going to have to step up, as are a lot of these younger Cougars. His ball is kept by Miller, and he has nowhere to go, trying to run back right. And he is going to be hit and tackled deep in the backfield there. That's approximately a loss of 15 yards on the play. Miller did not see anything left, tried to cut it back right, kept getting deeper and deeper, and that is a negative play that you don't want to see anybody do. But at this point in the game, under a minute to go, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I believe we can write this one down as a win. I don't see them coming back.
It would be the greatest comeback in the history of this sport if they were to make a comeback here.
It'd be Sports Center #1, definitely.
I did see, talking about miracle comebacks, the team was down in Texas, 57 seconds to play, down 17 points, came back and won that game, which is pretty impressive. As Cougars running right. Nice pickup by Miller there. Picked up about 10 yards on the play, and that will do it, folks, as the McLean County offense walks off the field here with about 5 seconds left. And this one's in the books. Your McLean County Cougars defeat the visiting Rebels of Todd County Central 41-7 here at Paulson Stadium. Cougars get back to their winning ways and just an overall dominating performance.
This was a good game. It was really exciting to see our Cougars put up these much points.
Yes, it was a very, very good game. We started out so well this season, and then we've hit some adversity over these past few weeks. We've ran into some really good teams, but I truly believe we can run the table from this point forward and end this thing 7-3 and hosting a playoff game here in a few weeks here at Paulson Stadium.
Yeah, when you have 2 losses in a row, you have to really come back from that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what they did here tonight. It really showed how much they wanted this win. And, you can see it on the scoreboard.
You have to dig deep when you get into situations like this. And looking forward, our biggest, I believe, matchup that we have remaining on our schedule in everyone's mind will be Hancock County, as they are probably our most formidable opponent remaining on the schedule. And that game is going to decide who gets home field advantage in the playoffs. And Hancock actually fell to Todd County Central a few weeks ago, 27-20. So, in projections and looking at past games like that bodes well for McLean.
Yeah. Well, some teams have good nights, and some teams have bad nights.
Some are good, some are bad, and some get rained out. Well, at least in baseball. You don't have many rainouts in football. But anyway, to recap the game, we had outstanding performances by several of your Cougars tonight. Andrew Munster, sophomore running back and linebacker, had an outstanding game on both sides of the ball. Scored 2 touchdowns on the ground with some gritty ball carrying. A.J. Klein aired it out early. Senior quarterback threw the ball accurately and effectively and hooked up with Jacob Miller for a touchdown reception. Jacob Miller also carried the ball for a touchdown of his own, a 2-yard thunderous TD. A.J. Klein had a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. That was actually our first score of the game. And then Landon Capps capped everything off with a 52-yard run, which pushed our lead out to the final score of 41-7. Todd County Central's lone score came on a botched fake punt attempt by McLean County. They picked the fumble up and rumbled in for their only score of the night. We are going to go through real quick. We had a few advertisers that we weren't able to get to there late in the game, and we'll do that right now. If you give me just a second here, we'll make that a final score, 41-7 McLean. And our first advertiser we're going to talk about is Miller Building Supply, located in Sacramento, Kentucky. We also have Tyson Food as one of our sponsors. And we would like to, and this message comes from Tyson Foods. We would like to thank Tyson Foods, one of our sponsors, who's one of the world's largest food companies in Robards, Kentucky. Tyson Foods offers incentives for performance, attendance, and shift premiums. Tyson has very competitive wages, and Tyson offers one of the best benefits packages in the nation that includes health insurance, paid vacation, holidays, 401k, a stock purchase plan with a company match, college reimbursement, citizenship, GED and ESL, advancement opportunities, and much more. Apply online only at TysonFoodsCareer.com. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and individuals with disabilities welcome. Tyson Foods at Robards, Kentucky is hiring. All right. And with that, guys, we are going to skedaddle ourselves. Very good night to be a Cougar, especially here in our return to Calhoun, Kentucky. McLean County defeats Todd County Central 41-7 in a big district matchup, and we will be on the road next week as the Cougars will go down to Butler County and try to put another one in the win column. On behalf of McLean County Sports Network, I'm Heath Hicks.
I'm Brody Barron.
And good night, folks.